Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 4. You guys see, lots of mob drops have accumulated in our drawers, even 16 heads, no skeleton heads yet. And lots of sugarcane, sugar, and these, what are these called? Experience confection. But I did remove the experience obelisk from over here and put it in this chest, experience pylon. Because, let me just show you here real quick, when you right click it, you guys see there's a number shows 0. We saw that last time also going up. When that goes to 4096, it stops picking up experience. So, if you have an AFK farm, I don't want to have to worry about, you know, this being full, and then there being a bunch of XP not getting sucked up. Now, what I did now is, I put in fence posts here. I tried half slabs first, but I did get killed by a cave spider, so somehow they got me, even with half slabs in there. And fence post worked just fine. You can stand right here AFK, and you get the experience all sucked up. I had to add another row of hoppers here, because we also picked up a lot of the loot, right? Now, every once in a while you get a piece or two in your inventory, but that's fine as long as your inventory doesn't fill up, right? So this helps getting the mobs dropped up, and that just points into these hoppers that we have down here, and then into the chests, and every once in a while I check these chests if there's any new drops, but nothing has shown up yet. Now, one of you left me a comment that on this thing here I could have simply gone with a lower priority, for example, -1. So everything that does not go into the drawers would automatically get voided. That's a good idea, overall. But if we add a new spawner or anything, and we don't have the drawers set up for it yet, right? Then everything will get voided, that it does not go into the drawers. So that is why I rather have the filter to make sure, because also, you guys remember, last episode I think we're talking about the storage network here. You cannot set any priorities on the link cable yet. So it could also be that if I just set this to a lower priority, it might still just void randomly because we don't know which one it goes to first. So, good idea, but I won't implement it for now because it works the way it does, alright? And it gives us full control. Anyways, let me show you guys the building from outside. It's really nothing special. It's just a bunch of oak and spruce and darkwood buttons. This is what let's go up real quick so you guys can see it a little bit better. Yeah, I just built this off camera, watching a couple YouTube videos, and then this is what it turned out to. Back here, this dressing up was the hardest, and you guys see there's a lot of greenery where all that redstone is. I covered it over with grass again, because I did not want to have some kind of a structure or anything there. And let's run back there real quick, and I'll show you. And you guys also see a big build right over there. That's Grok's sheep farm that he added. We'll check that out in a second. Well, let's just go here right now. He brought over, just harvested them, cow seeds, sheep seeds, dye, slime, and lapis. And holy shnikes are these guys loud. Friendly creatures. You guys be quiet, please. There we go. And he has all 16 colors of dye, sheeps here, which is, you know, really handy. I like it. I also like the building itself. I love this down here. By the way, I saw this and I'm like, oh my god, that is perfect. Gives it that reinforced look, you know what I mean? Because, you know, the sheep might be, you know, gnawing on it or rotting from rain and the weather. I really love this. That is a really good idea, Grok. A very nice build. So, we got this, of course, I think I have shears on me, right? Yes, I do, so I could get them. And the lapis and the leather, the cow, are the ones that I'm really after, because we check right here. Bam, you get 6 leather. And with the big sugarcane farm, we have plenty of books now, no problem. And dye and lapis. Lapis is also nice for enchanting. So that is all here, but check it out. Over here, this is what it looks like. This is where the redstone logic comes down into the ground. So I dressed it up like this, and the back over here, I just completely covered over. Yeah, and nothing special on top. I just encased it with as little roomed as possible, so the redstone torch towers are in the middle here. Everything works. I actually put a bunch of redstone lamps in here at one point to just test it. All my levers are actually going to the right ones. Alright, but you guys also saw there is a new lever right here on the wall. Well, and inside, this is what it looks like, right? The enchanting area brought over here, we can still up to 32. And then we have been enchanting a lot. And you guys see that currently, these right here, the feather falling 6 that was on here is right there. Now, let's see, I haven't even tested this yet. Yeah, this is a problem here. Everything that is not vanilla, we cannot combine with books. So the feather falling 6 here is wasted. I cannot use it. So this protection 5 book here, I can also not combine with stuff. What was the other one is? The reason I stripped these, by the way, my helmet and my boots, was number 1, displacement 4 randomly teleports attackers away. That's a huge pain in the butt when you go Enderman hunting. And the other one is rebounding. That was on the other piece. I don't know which one was on which. Melee attackers may find themselves much further away. So constantly when I was fighting, you know, I hit a skeleton or something trying to kill it while caving and boom, it was gone. It just teleported somewhere else. So that is the reason I stripped these off. And what? I'm just going to have to do a bunch of chanting. Let's just see here real quick if we would get any luck. Chilling Rebuke. Don't know what that is. Magic protection. I have no idea what that is for. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with books right here. This book I put together, Unbreaking 5. So all of these are vanilla max enchants. Just like Aqua Affinity we had. It shows Aqua Affinity 3. I cannot combine that either with a book, right? Because there is only Aqua Affinity, period. There's nothing else. But anyway, let's go ahead and make this Unbreaking, Mending, Respiration, Protection, and Aqua Affinity. That's a perfect helmet right there. I can't ask for something better. Unbreaking, yeah, it's nice to have. I could have really left it out because, well, actually, what else can I put on there instead of Unbreaking? Because I have Mending, so there's really no reason to have Unbreaking. But we cannot stack anything with Protection, Respiration, Aqua Affinity. I just don't see anything else that would be useful. So let's just go ahead and make this helmet. It's fine. Alright, so we got a helmet again, and I'm going to keep enchanting here in a minute. But first, I wanted to show you this right here. I added another redstone circuit. And that is literally, it overrides only the on. Okay? So let's say the zombies are on, and this is on off. The zombies will still spawn. You guys see the cage burning over here. So it is only overriding all on. So when I turn this on, there's going to be a huge lag spike because of redstone updates. Ah, there we go. And now all cages are turned on. Okay, one more thing I wanted to point out. We are within 16 blocks of the skeleton spawner. But you guys see when I'm perfectly centered here, we never get skeletons. I have seen the husks spawning that are in the back right, back left, sorry. But I don't see them right now. But if I come over here, you guys see it just turned on. So we're gonna get husks. So if I just go into this block space, the far left will turn on. And we're gonna see husks any moment. There they are. Okay? And the same for skeletons. If I just step into this block space, and then right there, you guys see now the skeletons spawn. So by standing in the middle, you get neither husks nor skeletons. You just need to be just over the line here. So we definitely need to get our hands on some sea lanterns, and David Hyde gave me a good idea about this, and that is that there's these little underwater structures that have sea lanterns in them, one at a time. So we are going to go look for them and harvest them with looting. So we can upgrade the back cages there, right? Just so it works. I mean, I could move them in, but I really want to get the upgrades also for the spider because they're not spawning, even though they're right there because it's the 8 block range. But let me show you guys underground what's happening here. Piston extends, powers this redstone, and then it travels down here and all the way down the line. And here's my little... I made this little entrance here because I was tired of running around all the way. So that redstone travels through here. And you guys see all the other ones that are coming down here are off. So none of them are being powered because I don't have any of the levers. Now these 8 in the middle here, the black terracotta are easy. I'm just powering this. It's just like turn this on, right? So even if they're on, it will not override it. If it's on from here or from there, this spawner will just get turned on. So this is how I'm covering these 8. And then of course I made it so there's no back loop. So I had to put extra ones here and so on because yeah, I'm always careful with back loops, right? And then the signal travels down here. And actually here is the first one that powers this torch. And what that does is powers this torch, which then, you know, unpowers this block. So this torch turns on, and this does the two regular terracottas right here, and they cannot back travel because these repeaters were in place already. Travels over here, does the same on this tower, and the same on this tower. So this is my all-on switch, and I'm very happy that I added that because, you know, I want XP. I just want to turn everything. I don't see ourselves really just having one spawner on to get its drops so far. So this is a nice little feature to have here, right? Oh, lag spike when you turn it off. The redstone updates are so bad right now. Alright, just gonna show you guys real quick the enchants I have on all of these. Chest plate and the legs are really not that special. And this one I did get Depth Strider, so I'm very happy about that. And Feather Falling 40 was the only way for me to combine it. And I also enchanted this. That's how it came out. I'm breaking 5, quick charge 3, and multi-shot. And I actually enchanted this so when we go hunting underwater, that I think crossbows work underwater. And hopefully eventually here we're gonna get a trident as well. But check it out with the multi-shot. Bam, it shoots 3 at once. It only costs 1 arrow though. So it only used 1. Hold down the right mouse button, it reloads super fast with this quick charge. I like that a lot. But I got a bunch of stuff prepared between episodes. Both me and Grok were talking about the shortage of Endermen and lack of Ender Pearls. And I did get 8 Ender Pearls altogether. Ooh. Oh, how you guys doing? What are you guys doing in my area? We gonna be hunting? I have not killed any of these. I want to see what's up. I have no idea where they're coming from. I hope you guys are not going through my nether portal. Hey, how's it going? I can do that too. And much quicker than you. Okay. Did they all 3 go in my nether portal? There's one down here. Okay, we'll let this guy go in there. I really want the guy with the banner. How's it going, sir? I got armor now. Haha! Oh, cool. We got the banner. I have never killed any one of these here. Ominous banner. Okay. Well, that was a first. Okay, so today we're gonna get started with plant tech, but there's a couple things I want to get out of the way first that are important. And the main thing I do want to do is, what is this? Bad omen. Okay, cool. I don't like the sound of that. Whoa. I want to talk about the state of Minecraft 1.14.4 modded. Okay, because I had to be very patient. I'm totally patient now after I looked into it. What is going on? Why there's so many things that are not working? I did so much testing and playing around with storage solutions, right? The simple storage network or whatever storage network that we did together, where we couldn't find out why is it going randomly at chests first instead of the storage controller and so on. Then last episode we also had the modular thingamabobs here, these guys, the modular storages, and I have replaced them with chests because when I came back after my build at spawn, the one chest that I was using, the one modular storage here, was at 193 of 200 stacks. So then I did a, unload all my stuff, and I figured it's gonna stop when it's full, and it didn't. I lost a bunch of items, like all my comparators and repeaters and so on. I had to make more. Because it didn't stop at 200 and then just didn't let me put anything else in. It did accept it, but the items were, sacrificed to the void gods or something. I don't know. So that's not a solution either if I have to pay attention to not put more stuff in. Then, after setting these up, I made a power cell low. I made the information screen here. I mean, this is easy stuff. And I made the storage scanner. That's what I needed some of the ender pearls for. Now, this does work. You don't see the controller here right now because I took it out. Because you guys see all these empty fields here on the right hand side, right? Also, you cannot mouse wheel, you cannot drag this. It doesn't go until you let go. They're a little awkward, right? But all these are like empty drawers, and I even checked with the chests. Like if you check here, let's go to a chest directly. Right there, it shows empty slots, but there's actually a lot more empty in this chest. It shows one empty slot. Also, you guys see I don't get any tooltips when I hover over most of the stuff, but when I come down here, I see fertilizer, fern. So this is offset. So there's just a lot of things. Everything is still in alpha, right? It does work if I need to find something, let's say, modular. Maybe not. Wow, okay. Huh. Yeah, I mean, where is the other? There's one right there. You know, I mean, I can't even search this, so this doesn't work either properly, right? Then I made a colossal chest, which is luckily very cheap. I just made the wooden version. You guys see, it's just wood, wood and iron, and wood and cobble. That's it. And I placed it over here, and it worked. I can open it. Then I wanted to move it, and when I broke, every single block disappeared. And I looked into that issue, and that has to do with, in 1.14, it was changed on how the blocks are returned when they're broken. It actually all needs to be programmed, right? And they're now in loot tables. So you could, for example, make it if you break this block, then you get a diamond block back instead of just this block. So that's, I just wanted to point this out, guys, that if you're playing 1.14 modded, you gotta be patient. We gotta give these developers all time and forge time and so on, you know, to get caught up on everything. And I think that is, there's nothing we can do. I'm very thankful for every one of these developers. And that's it. I just wanted to point this out. Let's hang this right there. It looks kind of cool. Real angry face. So, now that that is out of the way, and you guys see I played around with storage, this, I'm just going to keep it manual for now until I figure out what is actually usable. But there's a bunch of things I want to craft today. And the first thing we're going to do is make this mining dim portal. Alright, just like that. Very easy. And then I have my last 3. I have altogether... I forgot now, I needed 2 ender pearls for this? I had 8. I don't remember what I used the other ones. It doesn't matter. For something. Maybe something that got destroyed. I have no idea. So we got this one. And I also want to make this ender bag here. Because I believe this one is much bigger than the 3 bags here combined. So let's go ahead and check this out. Because I'd like to only have 1 bag. Oh, yes. Look at this. So I can get everything in here and then still have a bunch of rooms. And I can take these back for when I go mining or something like that. And the last thing I want to do is make the mining upgrade 3 today. The 3x3. Because I do want to go mining in the mining dimension. I'm just tired of mining underneath my base. You know, making everything hollowed out down there. And there we go. We get our mining upgrade 3x3. And let's go ahead and put this in here. I am running with the Fortune instead of the Silk Touch right now. I don't see any reason to Silk Touch. We just need to process everything. So we're just going to keep it on the Fortune. Okay, let's find a place for this for right now. I don't want to put it here. Let's just put this... Let's put it right there. And let's see how this works. And I don't want to take this piece of wood with me. This is the only problem because I always need to figure out, like, I want to find the one so it stacks, right? I don't want to have stuff split up everywhere. So, let's do it. Let's go over there. Let's go, first of all, right click. Let's turn on the torch. I don't know what the mining dimension looks like. Wow, that was quick. Holy shnikes. Okay, so it's just the like the aroma mining dimension. Alright, here's my return. And I guess we'll just... Okay, let's first of all check this. Size 1x1, range 20. Precision mode false. Edit. For right now, to make the staircase, I am going to go with the precision mode on. Because this is how I'm going to make my staircase to get all the way down. I could make the void upgrade for this thing. Okay. Oh, wow. This marble takes a long time. And I guess I could leave it on false. Because if I hold down here... Yeah, it's just going to do it in the proper way, the way I want. Look at this. That's how you make a staircase. I like it. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of mining because I want to get down to 12 and possibly, you know, get myself more diamonds, redstone, and lapis because I've been running... I guess lapis, we have it spawn, but, you know, that's for enchanting. I got to mine my own stuff. I cannot be lazy like that. What is this here? Tin. Oh, don't care about tin right now. I don't even remember if I've used any tin so far. Did we use any tin? Maybe for some bronze once? I know I made electrum once. But anyway, so. Bauxite. And I think I heard Grok talk about there not being any mobs in this dimension. As well as no caves. Oh, why did it... Oh, am I down? Oh my god, I'm at 6 already. Well, that was quick, but anyway, I see good stuff right there. Let's go ahead and get this. No longer usable. No longer useless. Mine tungsten. Yeah, apparently this is the first time. And then look at that. We get diamonds. Very cool. Alright, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time at mining, and then we get started with one other thing first, because I know that you guys forgot just like me, because nobody has mentioned it in the comments. You know what? For now, I'm just gonna use this one until I get back. And that has to do with, I think it's in this bag. We made these machines and we have never set them up to make the upgrades. So I want to do this today. I just edited the video and noticed that I had the chests, one of the chests marked. So if I just have all routable, it does show me the modulars that we have there. The fourth one is downstairs. And it also, of course, oh, I have it in 2 different places. Interesting. Let's take it. Ah, because this is coarse dirt. Okay. That's why. Never mind. Alright, let's put this in here. And just put this back. Alright, good. So this there. And I wanted to point out one more thing that I forgot to show you. Is I made, now that we have Solar Flux Reborn, I made a pair of these solar panel 3s. Right there. Because I figured with the storage scanner, I'm gonna need constant RF for it, right? And it's quite inexpensive. It was just a bunch of crafting. You know, I needed to make 4 of these, which each takes this and the mirrors, and it's just glass and iron and redstone and wood. It was really not hard, and these guys here just a little bit of lapis. So, and it crafts 2 at a time. So now we have 64 RF a tick, or FE a tick, sorry. And that is working. So let me, oh, I just came back from mining again. Let me make sure that I turn this down to something that does not destroy my whole base. It's always dangerous with this mining tool. But now it is time that we head downstairs and we are gonna start doing. Actually, yes, I did say that I want to set up the pump first. Yes, for the oil, and I am going to need to bring a coal generator. There we go. I've got 2 of those. I only need 1. I'm only gonna take 1 with me. And let's go ahead and take a stack of charcoal. Oh, speaking of, I did see that we have, yes, we have dwarf charcoal now. That's a new mod, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring 2 stacks of this, just to, you know, preserve some power. I kinda do want to see, though, how fast does this burn up when you put the dwarven stuff in here. Look at this. Because this charging station makes power so fast and also fills the gadgets super fast. So that's okay, cool. Alright, so let's take this with us just so we have more charcoal in case we need it. But now let's get downstairs here and I'm going to show you what I prepared for Plant Tech, and I did a lot of playing around with it. There's no lights here, by the way, because I do have a magnum torch in the air. Sorry, mega torch. Wonder if I ever gonna stop saying magnum torch, because that's what it used to be called. And I guess I can sleep this away real quick. The oil here, I have no idea. I did not test anything or played around with it, but this is right next to the base, so I just encased it a little bit, look a little bit nicer. So let's go ahead and take out, we're gonna need this tank, I think. We're gonna need the solidifier, the refinery, and the mixer. These are all gonna be up. Oh my goodness, I never made a pump. Huh. There is the pump from Silent what is it called? Mechanisms, or we have the ranged pump. I am gonna go with the ones from the mod. So let me go ahead and craft this thing up real quick. Okay, so let's set up this pump here, and I think that we might get started with some very basic plant tech, but we're not going to put a lot of time into it today. I want to have a whole episode on it. Because there's so many machines, but I need a different storage solution. Like, I just tried to find iron via the storage scanner, and I didn't find any. No ore, no ingots, nothing. I don't know what's going on, but I need some kind of a storage solution. There's another problem with refined storage, like the external storage bus. When you hook that up to a controller, I found out that when you leave the area on a server, it crashes the server, it times out when that becomes unloaded. But the actual refined storage system with the drives and so on works. So we're going to play with that today. And I have no idea how to set up this pump here. So I think we're going to put it, let's just put it here. Okay. It's gonna need power, so give me that, and we're gonna put this coal generator next to it, and let's go ahead and put this in here. And it's getting power. Air, oil, bam, there we go. So we got oil and 2 buckets, and it seems to be starting somewhere over here. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna be able to jump this. Yes, go ahead and get in these 3 blocks here. Now I'm curious. It's full now. If we put this tank in here, put it here. Oh boy, don't tell me I need to bucket this out. Can I put the tank on top? Nothing in here. Is there any other tanks? I don't think so. I think this was the only one that I found. Yeah, this one here. There's, what is this? A tractor pusher. There's no tanks yet, so does this mean that I'm going to have to bucket this? That'd be horrible. What? Let's go ahead and get rid of this water here for a moment. Okay, so it does literally... I have to fill these bucket by bucket. Let's put it here. And can I put you in here? Aha, so you right click it and oh my goodness. And then I get it back. Okay, so is there literally no display on showing me how much is in here? If I... Oh, I can't break this. A tile entity. Oh god, it's gonna fall in the oil, isn't it? It shows 1,000 millibuckets of oil. Okay. Of course, as soon as I was done with 32 buckets by hand and the 33 right there, I remember there's a flopper. So we're gonna go ahead and make a fluid hopper. That's what this stands for. And see if we can get this to work. So now, let me remember here. Where's this upgrade case? We need these plastic sheets, which is this, which comes from a solidifier. So the solidifier is in the end. And I think the first is the refinery and then the mixer. But what did we need to mixer for? It needs water and ethane. And the ethane comes from in the refinery. Okay. So let's plan this out here for a second. So if I fluid hopper into this, right? This should work. I hope. And let's go ahead. Actually, let's just put the bucket in here so it's empty. And it is storing something. So let's see how long how much it does at a time. If it does the whole bucket, that would be cool. And it does. Okay, and it gives us a bucket of diesel and a bucket of ethane. Oh boy. Now, how do I tell it which liquid I want back? So what happens if I put this in here? I get the first one, the diesel. That's exactly what we don't need. Oh boy. Okay, so... what does it cost again to make these tanks? Just iron, glass, machine frames. So let's go ahead and just make 3 more of these tanks. What did I say? Iron? Okay, let's go ahead and get a bunch of iron buckets. So I'm gonna need, this is for that, and then the ethane. Let's make it 2. And then I'm also gonna need one to get water. Let's go ahead and make a couple of these. So I gotta need to make some glass and this. Alright, I just filled one tank with water. So we have that. And I mean, we just don't have any piping for this yet. Maybe refined storage will have it. So let's go ahead and set this up first. So the oil is gonna go here. And I kind of want to know, it's filling it quite slow. How much is this going to hold? Up to 5 buckets. Okay. And there's no way for me to see besides this blue bar. Oh, it does show you the fluid here though. Alright, so this is gonna make this stuff. And this is water. And this one is empty, empty. Let me go ahead and put this one here. And we're gonna... whatever it gets out right now. Oh boy, you cannot pump out of this. It shows oil. What? Why would it have oil? Really? How much is in here? Oil. Oh, that's just great. Okay, so let's get this oil back into... right, this is the oil? Yes. Let's go ahead and get this back into this tank. Please tell me you can input from the side. Or ethane. Okay, so that is empty. And I can put this back. Okay, so pumping out of this machine, it's gonna be tricky. Alright, so that's fine. So now we're gonna put the mixer right next to it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't get anything here. Okay. So we need to get... alright, this one is empty. So I'm gonna do it. This one is going to hold that. And it cannot make any more. So now what is it gonna give me next? More diesel. Okay. Alright, so does that mean... how much do you hold here, my friend? You know what? I'm gonna break this. Because this still holds 5 buckets. And I'm just gonna put that... how much is left? What? 15,900. Well, how did this happen? Whatever. Let's just put it here. I don't know if I should just do everything with buckets. Because obviously, I know I just wasted a bunch, but I don't care. So oil is gonna be here. Water is gonna be here. This is the diesel is gonna be here, and then the actual ethane is gonna be there. Jeez. Alright, so floppers, no go. But if I... man, I gotta empty all this by hand. And I'm pretty sure they're not gonna stack, but let's just empty this. So now is it gonna give me ethane? Yes. Okay, so let's just... and I cannot put that in a tank. Alright, good to know. So let's put this in here. And let's put this in here. And it's doing something. Another one in here. And put this away. Alright, so now we got this polyethylene, which needs to go into the solidifier. So let's go ahead and get this stuff out. And put it in here. Get another. Can't wait until we actually have access to our pipes and conduits and ducts and all that good stuff again. Okay, so just like that. Bam. And you go in here. And 1 bucket of water. And that makes another one. And so now over here we got 16 pellets. I think it makes... Looks like it makes 8 per. Okay. And these need to be put into that. And now we have 4 plastic sheets. And we need 6 per upgrade. Okay, and some gold nuggets. How we doing here? We're gonna do this one time together on camera and then never again until we can automate it. But it would be nice to upgrade these machines here because that's my ore processing and everything. And boom. Alright, there's 4. How many does this make? 1. Okay, so I need both of them. And now we have 6. Alright, good. So now I can put... What else do I need? I have everything. Alright, so we get 2 upgrade cases for that. Processing speed takes just redstone. So let's get 2 of these. And here's my question is, can I have multiple? Plus % machine processing speed. That's a tooltip. Okay, so let's find out how much faster this seems to us. Let's get iron. And we can undo this one here. Actually, let's take it out for a second. So that's normal speed. It is definitely faster. I don't know if it stacks. It's really hard to say. Well, this one doesn't need anything because it's so much faster by default. So I made a bunch more of these processing speed upgrades here, and I also prepared everything for a refined storage system here. You just need these things right here, which is slime balls and string. You need a ton of... I made 1 stack, I have 7 left, so to give you an idea on how much this needed to craft these things down here. This is just iron and a nether quartz. The silicon you get by smelting nether quartz. And then you need a little bit of glowstone dust to make, I think it is, which one was it? Right here. For this right here, you need a basic processor with a glowstone dust, make a construction core, and with a nether quartz, it makes the annihilation core. Okay, so at 21 diamonds left, I'm doing good on that department. And I figured a good test to actually see if this stuff stacks properly is this machine, because this machine is the slowest. So there we go. We saw it with with none. Let's put 1 in. It is a little bit faster. And now we're going to do all... Well, actually, let's do all 4, because then I know they stack if it's like much faster. Yes. So they do stack, which is really nice, and they're not hard to make. So I just wanted to get a definite answer if they do stack. And you also see the power drain going up a lot when you do it. So, but let's go ahead and set up our refined storage system, which I'm totally going to do a lot better than Grok does his. Just want to say. By the way, this energy cable here is one of the... I think I mentioned it earlier. When you break it, you do not get it back. It's so... Also, don't connect to any machines, nothing. But it works. Let's put this here, and it charges instantly. And we're going to need a disk drive, which we're going to put here. And we're going to put the crafting grid right there. So... Now, there is one thing I want to test. I've never made one of these 1K storage blocks, and they go all the way up to 64K. And obviously, they're not as good than the drawers because we can put void upgrades, but that's why I made this, because I want to know if there is a setting here where we can say void the rest when it's full. Blacklist, exact mode. So wait a second, can that just hold anything? Oh wow. So this is like this right here, just as a block type. So this is not like a barrel or something. I also looked into barrels. We can upgrade them, but I do not see any kind of void or anything, right? But that would also require, again, that we use a external storage controller. External, what is it called? It is external storage, the thing right here, which currently causes problems on servers. That's what I found out. Like I said, when the chunk here becomes unloaded, It doesn't matter if they're all in the same chunk or not. It just... And so if I would go to spawn after setting this up, okay, then it just means that eventually the server will just time out. And it's always in the crash report says external storage from this. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take this off for now. We don't really need it. It's 1K. It wasn't hard to make. And I made a 4K. Okay, so this can hold 4,000 items. And like, I know I have 30,000 cobblestone, but I also wanted to check because there's a key binding on compressing this. No, so there is no compressed yet. So what's that key binding for? I'm not sure. So there's no compressing yet. So I am not sure. I might leave, you know, the main building blocks and so on here. But if I check, for example, wood, I don't really have that much wood, right? So that is not really a problem. Even 700 obsidian. So I'm going to just, let's check here. Oh, all the sugarcane is at spawn, yes. So I think I'm just going to dump everything in here of these things. There really isn't that much, and then we just need to deal if once we get full on what to do. Hopefully the mod pack will update, you know, and these things like external storage and so on will work, so we can actually go back to storage drawers. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave this in here. But now I have a central area where I can store everything. I can search. Hopefully it will work with everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer everything I have into the storage system right now. And before I get to the drawers, and I want to kind of check in how much room I still have. Got a bunch of banners, by the way, from an acacia, a savanna village that I found. This goes here. I just want to make sure that there's nothing here that I am dumping into there. Yeah, and let me just go ahead and empty everything into there. So we have, you guys see, I even made the storage control model screen, but there is no tablet yet. So yeah, like nothing wants to work when it comes to storage right now. We just have to be patient. I'll be back in a second. Wow, it's already full, and I am only on this chest, these two chests. All this other stuff is still there, so I'm gonna need a lot more storage. But that's fine because I have everything in this project table here, and I can just continue doing that. So I'm probably gonna make... Now let's... I think I'm just gonna... Let's see, how much bigger is the... How much harder? So that would be 9 1K drives, which comes up to 9,000. Should I make 16Ks or 4Ks? I am not sure. And also this one right here, usage. I cannot upgrade this or anything. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead because we have it. It's another 1,000 items. Let's go ahead and get it, and we are gonna keep it here. Why not? It's just extra storage. And I should be able to dump this stuff at least in there now. Yes. Alright, so I gotta get busy here crafting a bunch more of these. And I'm gonna go... I can do 2, 4, 6, 7 more. This is really hard, what I'm gonna do. I think I am just gonna go with the 64K. Guys, why not? So, everything is in here. I made the 64K and I'm up to 19,000 items. The most I have is clay. I did not take the blocks, I just took clay balls because there's no recipe to turn them into regular clay balls again. So I'd rather just store them as clay. So, you know, I don't need to break it down. It's easier to make it. And I still have 1,600, 30,000, many thousands of these, right? And I don't really want to put them in here. I want to test something else, so I just saved the server, and we're going to use a regular 1-block storage drawer, and we're going to put an external storage on here. Okay? And we're going to set this to priority 10. And now we're going to take... Alright, let me just double check that there's no cobble in here. No. Okay. So if we put that in here, and we search for cobble, there it is. My thinking is that, you know, the external storage might be the one that's causing the server crash, but it might not actually be the problem of the external storage. It might be the problem of the drawer controller because, you know, all the problems we're having with it. So that's why I want to just check if I can have a single drawer, not even a double or quadruple, just a single drawer. So here we go. Here's the test. I'm gonna go to spawn. And then I literally just need to try to open chests and so on. We can go over... Okay, it's FPSing is killing me right now. No, it's not. So let's see. Because that's how I noticed it before in my test world. That things didn't open anymore. But everything here seems to be working. Let's turn on the mob farm to really get this going. I don't know why I keep hearing door noises. Like, what? Like, what is opening? I don't have anything down here. I don't know what this redstone is triggering. Let's see. Right, you guys hear the door noises. What is causing this? Well, so far the server is not crashing, so that's a good sign. It runs up here. There has to be some trapdoor or something. Oh, I think I know what it is. Oh, let me check if I can see this real quick. There's no way to get up there right now, but I had a little AFK spot up there. And I wonder if that is the thing. I really gotta make these climbing gloves. I think they would be very useful. Alright, I got one spot right here. And I'm thinking that's this one here. Alright, let's get up there. Get up there. Okay. Wait. There we go. We're gonna need my axe. I just want to see if that is it. If it's still there. I thought that I took it down. Yeah, there they are. You guys see the doors? And because there's redstone running by them, they open and then they close again or something. So that is that noise. It was just I have literally 8 doors there. And then on top of it, I put, I think, half slabs or something. I just had a monster crafting session because I needed to make the next tier solar panels. Well, I didn't need to, but I not this one. Where is it? This one's right here, which required me to make 2 more of these, which was fine, and then the rest was easy. But the thing is that with the 6, let me just show you how I did it. With the 6 external storages back here that are all set to priority plus 10, I am now needing 44 RF a tick, right? Yes, 44 FE a tick, sorry. I'm still getting used to it. I'm going to call it RF probably very often. And it's been raining like crazy, and then, you know, I forget to sleep and so on. But now that it's there, and I also made a second one of these, so I'm now storing 1,000,000 FE, and hopefully that is enough to, you know, get me through and the thunderstorms we can sleep away, but just a rain and, you know, then maybe a night that I didn't sleep and so on. And I'm also thinking of possibly then taking out a coal generator or something and put it in a chest up there, just so if I can ever not access my storage here, that I can power this, right? If it's night or whatever. But anyway, so that is done. And there's one more thing I want to do today. And that is I want to get a little bit of my auto ore processing set up here, right? And I came up with these main here. There's a couple too many, but there's like 2 different coppers, there's 2 lead, there's 2 different silver. I don't know, is there another tin? Oh my god, there's platinum. So there's tin, this is from Mystical World, and then Silent Machines as well. Iron, I don't think gold, yes. But so these are the main ones. There's other ores as well that I'm not taking out yet. You know, like this fiery glass, and I think I'm just gonna process these by hand, because when I go mining, I'll go mining with the fortune now because of this reason. But let's go ahead and when we set the exporter, I actually don't want it to start. So let's take this out, and we're gonna set the exporter to this, and then we're gonna process one. So we get the dust. And there we go. So we get this, the iron ore chunks, which is then going to be imported underneath. But then, of course, I need to also export these again, right? And the same for all these other ones I'm going to do now. I probably need to make a second export bus here on the side. Because the chunks, here, copper ore chunks, And I'm just going to go ahead and put this copper here in as well. These should be, they're going to be the same because they're from silent mechanisms. So the export, I need more than I need the imports, right? And then the same I'm going to put over here. And, well, you guys get the idea. So bauxite and aluminum, I'm going to process. I think they're going to turn into both aluminum. Let's see here for a second. That's bauxite. And then this is going to give us aluminum. So we can put this one in here already. And, oh, so they're both bauxite. Very good. Okay. And then the tin is going to be the same. And the silver. And yeah, so I'm going to need to make a second export bus here from the side to be able to get everything that we need. Yeah, because there's 2 different ores. I wish that there was a unification, but it's fine. So we put also this in here, and I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, make this one and keep doing what I'm doing here. So we got silver, gold, and then the 2 lead I'm probably going to put in the next one. And then we'll see. And then we'll turn it all on and it should automatically process everything. That's the second exporter. And like I said, I'm going to just wait this out until all the ore is processed. And then I'm going to have to get underneath here. And we're going to add the importers just so it all goes back into the system. Here are the chunks and then here are the processed ores. And I'm going to process these here in a minute. But I just wanted to show you how this all is going to work. So bam. Well, I don't know what the logic is, why it put copper now, even though iron is first, so we just have to live with that. And then over here gets smelted and automatically back imported. Oh, and it does... I think this is... Yeah, it just puts one at a time, but it keeps up. And I think if I put all of these in here, now we're going to see some of the other types. So there's the gold, and then there's a tin... iron, so the copper right now is just going into the system. And eventually we should see the copper happening here because we're processing it once all the other chunks are done. And I might even upgrade these here between episodes, but it's just all costs more power. Like right now we're using over almost 170 RF a tick. So that's a lot of power here for just the 2. So I mean, I'm making... The thing can only take 312 RF a tick, so the solar panels actually make... Oh no, 256, so yeah, it can handle it. So there we go, now all the copper comes and that's it. So I should not have any more chunks in here. I do. Alright, let me just take... Oh, by the way, this is something I really like about the new refined storage here. Like, you guys know when you... Like, something that is close by, like these 2, right? When you shift-click this, it used to now switch position. Right, this would have gone to between these 2. But now it just keeps it until you let go of shift and then it reorders it. That makes it really easy taking stuff out. I like that a lot. That is a very good addition to the mod. And let's just do these 2 by hand and be quick. There we go. So now I should only have copper chunks in here. Yes, so that's going to go up and now it goes down again. All right, very cool. So... Sorry if I got your hopes up in the beginning today about doing plant tech, but we're just going to do this next episode because, like I said, I wanted to have a whole episode to just focus on plant tech, the crossbreeding and the machines and so on. And I hope you guys understand and are looking forward to it. We have tons of storage. I like it a lot. I'm happy that this works, that it does not crash the server because now we have a solar solution. It's not really... Because we don't have chunk loaders, so that means I cannot access this from anywhere, but at least I can craft, right? It makes it so much easier to craft, and we can possibly even add some of the fluid stuff over here. We'll find out about that in the future. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that my solution here is probably much better than Grok's, but make sure you go over to his channel and check out how he sets up his refined storage. We're having a little bit of fun with that. We just want to see, who's this better? That's it. I haven't seen this yet, so it's just a friendly rivalry. Alright, guys, don't forget, if you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And also click that notification bell so you get all my new videos in your subscription feed. And that is it for today. Can't wait to hear you guys' feedback. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.